In today's video, I'll have a closer look at a lure fishing rod from Tsurinoya called Dexterity. This slim stick has plenty going on like Fuji reelseat, Fuji guides, nice action, solid tip, and many more great features for ultralight fishing. So yeah, stick around to find out more. I guess before going any further, I will move this rod out of the shot to show you the bag this rod comes in. That's a standard decent quality rods bag with velcros and 2 sections. So yeah, that's it. I won't talk about it anymore. So let's go back onto the rod now. I guess I will move out the tip of the shot just for now, and we'll talk about butt section. So let's begin here. So it has plastic cap. It has like, I can't get the angle, but it says like a Tsurinoya on zander. So yeah, that's plastic, that's EVA hard foam here. Split section. It has like a carbon effect, like carbon lines at, I don't know, 45 degrees. Looks cool. And the distance from the end to the reel seat is about 25 centimeters. So this bit is again the same as here, foam, hard foam. And now we got the reel seat. Pretty standard deal, but that's a Fuji reel seat. I hope you can see it here. It says Fuji, and also it says Fuji here. Exposed kind of insert, if you will. Obviously it's not a blank itself, blank is underneath it, but yeah, still exposed, and bite indication should be quite good. I like, you know, that this section is kind of well engineered, if you will, so no sharp edges here. I like it, that's good. And yeah, some more carbon effect here, the same as here, and then here, and it continues here. And here we got dexterity and some more information. The code of the rod, C722UL, line from 0.9 to 3 pounds, lures from 1 to 5 grams. Lines go from 0.2 to 0.6. I will come to casting rating and all the specs later, but yeah, let's continue on looking into the rod now. So now that fancy finish section ends, and now we got a simple blank, which is kind of varnished in matte, if you will, varnish. That looks good. Also, first guide, as you can see, that's a Fuji guide, and just notice how small it is. I really like this design a lot for the bait caster. That is, you know, just really well balanced, you know, nice small guide. You won't be casting, you know, miles with such a rod on a bait caster. So all in all, small guides are very appreciated on such a rod. I like it a lot. Okay, let's move on. Simple section when it comes to the joint or spigot. Nice and simple. No messing about, you know, just basic. Okay, now let's put this butt section aside and let's talk about the tip, I guess. So that's the tip section. Again, simple joint, small guide. That is smaller than the one on the butt section. That's cool. Even smaller. That's the first guide on one leg. So we're going smaller, smaller, and I believe this is the area where hollow tip transforms into solid one. So from underneath this guide, basically there will be a connection point where solid tip is glued in, if you will. So yeah, very nicely done. Like, very difficult to tell, you know, apart that here it's hollow and here it's solid. Very difficult to tell or see apart, you know. Okay, guides are going even smaller, and very small. last guide. And the shape or the frame of this guide is of an anti-tangle type. As you can see, it has those kind of wings, if you will, so line won't get around as easily, you know. That's good to see. And let's count the guides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so 10 guides in total. That's a very, very good amount of guides. I like it. So I guess let's take a weight of this rod now, just to see how heavy or light this rod is. I'll grab my scales. Just to make sure that you can see something. All of the weight will be in the butt section, as always when it comes to ultralight rods. 83 grams. And what do we got here? Can we get on the 90? No, it's a little bit above 90. 98, let's move a little bit more. Here we go, 92.5, let's say. That's a respectable weight for, you know, not a very short version, because as I explained, I got a 7 feet 2 inches. So that's a 2 meters and like 20 almost. So yeah, that's a decent weight, and you will notice how slim the blank is. And yeah, now when it comes to the action of this rod, it's declared as fast, and I would agree, it's a fast action rod, and recovery times are good, or very good, should I say. Rod does not wobble, but since the blank is quite slim, under the load, almost half of the rod would bend, and that is fantastic, really, because you'll be using fine lines with such a rod, as kind of stated on the blank. But when using fine lines and you would hook into a bonus fish, this action, as in it bends under like on the greater loads to about half of the blank, will absorb those, you know, lunges from big fish. This is great. Also, you can get this rod in 2 lengths, and you can get this rod in spinning and bait casting versions as well. As I said, I have a longer one here. And when it comes to declared casting rating from 1 to 5 grams, this is accurate. I would not go like, definitely I would not cast something like 10 grams of this rod. I might be okay to overload it like to 6, maybe 7 grams, but I would know, you know, that I would have to be careful. So stated or declared casting rating from 1 to 5 grams, it's very, very accurate in my opinion. So yeah, and when it comes to application, you will be very happy catching perch of various sizes, from small wasps on canals with, you know, 3-4 pounders as a bonus. And since this rod has this nice action, kind of fast action for a good bite indication, but also the blank bends quite a bit, you'll be fine catching odd pike, even big ones, 20 pounders. You should be able to land those pike, given that there aren't any, you know, big snags, and you got the time on your side. So also smaller zander, it will be fine, smaller chub. And I would not use this rod for, like, you know, silverfish fishing and lures under 1 gram, even though it can cast those types of lures with a spinning version, not so much of a bait casting version or with a bait casting version, but with a spinning version, you can cast under 1 gram with fine lines, not very far obviously, but I don't know, 15 meters, but presentation just won't be good. As I said, casting rating declared is accurate, so I would stick with that. And also you can use it with sea fishing or smaller sea fish in mind, so like, you know, smaller mackerel, something like that, some rock fishing maybe. But again, this rod is not powerful for bigger sea fish for sure. So that. And when it comes to reels, like, I don't have a spinning version, but I would say you will need a reel that is about 160 to 180 grams for the bait caster. I would say it doesn't matter as much, but still go with a lighter reels like Tsurinoya Dark Wolf Ultra from the same, brand will be fine, or even better actually go with a High Star Aurora or GIU. You will be very, very happy with those, because those will be smaller reels physically, and it will be more fun to fish with this rod. And when it comes to obtaining this rod, really you have two choices as far as I know. One, if you are based in the UK, you can get this rod cheapest, I would say, from Needhams Tackle, and you can use that coupon code to get a 10% off on this rod. Obviously, I will leave that coupon code in the description below. Check it out. If you are not from the UK, then there is an option to get it on AliExpress. Again, I will leave links for both. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.